Hey everybody, here we are in SketchUp Free. I just wanted to go ahead and do a quick tutorial to get you guys to where I think you should be by the end of your time with Green Architecture on Friday. So here we are, just the startup from the link that I give you guys. I'm going to go ahead and click Start Modeling. All right, it's going to go ahead and load. I know some people talked about, this taking a while to load up. Hopefully, it's no more than, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. But I just want you guys to see what I see. All right, once we're in here, I'm going to go ahead at the top. I'm going to go create new, simple template, feet and inches. All right, so I'm going right from the start. Now here is the startup screen, and you have a blue sky in the background and a little horizon here, and you have a woman on her cell phone, right? And she's actually more of like a cardboard cutout. All right, so not actual 3D. Now, when we do this, I showed you guys yesterday how to get to a 2D view, which is what we need for a floor plan. So quick review, you guys should have done this yesterday, but we'll do it one more time right now. I'm going to go ahead on the right panel here of all these different navigation tools. I'm going to go to the little film one here, which says views. I'm going to click that. On the left here, I'm going to go with the second option down, which looks like a cube. That is actually parallel projection. I'm going to click that one, and that will get rid of the sky and horizon in the background, all that stuff. And then the middle view is our top view, which is what we want for a 2D floor plan. Okay, so go ahead and click that, and now I have a 2D view on my screen. Now to get rid of this view panel, in the upper right, there's a little arrow here to close the panel. Click that, and now I'll get rid of that. So here we are, our 2D view. This is what we need to get started with a floor plan. Now again, you guys were supposed to create your floor plans yesterday. Just to start, right? Just the shape of the room is all I wanted you to accomplish, and to try and do it to accurate size and shape. Now today I'm going to walk you through going from scratch. If you think your shape of your room is not done accurately based on what you watched me do, go ahead and restart it if you think you need to, because you want your room as accurate as possible, because on Monday we are going to add furniture, and if your room is not the right size, the furniture will look really weird in a room that is not accurate. So just want to make that clear to you guys. So this line that you see here in the middle, this is actually that cutout of that woman on her cell phone from the top view. So I'm going to try and click on it here, and it highlights blue. And I hit delete on my keyboard because she is not in my floor plan. Okay, so let's get started. All right. Again, quick things here. On the left here, you have this whole column of tools that we need to create things. Hopefully you guys got a chance to play around with those a little bit yesterday and the day before. Okay, down here in the bottom left, this is my webcam features, but I'm going to close those so you guys see what you normally do. In the bottom left, there is a back arrow for undo. In the bottom right, there is a measurement panel here, so that if I need to make things to specific size, I can see my measurements in the bottom right. So I'm going to go ahead and find the line tool, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to draw the first wall of the room that I am sitting in, which we call my office here in my house. So I'm going to go ahead and left click once and start to move my mouse upward. Again, I am not holding down the left button on my mouse. I just tap it to start a line. And in the bottom right there, by length, you can see that right now the length reads 1 foot, 5 5/8 inches. All right. I'm going to go ahead and type the length of my first wall, which is 7 feet 5 inches. You can see that in the bottom right. I click enter on my keyboard, and it draws the wall that size. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And you can see SketchUp right away wants to start making another line, which is fine, because I'm going to make a shape here. So I'm going to bring that up so it kind of clicks to perpendicular. And right now, the length is 6 feet 4.5 inches. I'm going to go ahead and type the actual length, which is 9 feet 3 inches. Again, you can see that in the bottom right where it says length. I hit enter, and there we go. Now for the next one, I'm going to try and go as much 45 degrees as possible here. And I'm going to go ahead and make that wall 3 feet 2 inches. Next wall going down. Again, you can watch me type measurements in the bottom right. 5 feet 6 inches, enter. Try and go 45 the other way. Type 3 feet 9 inches, enter. Bring this line going across 6 feet, 6 feet 2 inches, enter. Then I'm going to go ahead and just finish my shape by connecting to the where I started, this endpoint. And when I click here, it'll close the shape, and then the room should highlight blue. And there you go. So once you close the shape, you have this closed figure, right? And it should be blue on your screen, I hope. I chose my office because it is not a normal shape room. It's something a little more unique. So I wanted you guys to see that you can do some pretty cool things, not just simple rectangles or squares, right? You can kind of do some funky layouts. So this is kind of a weird room. I thought I'd choose this one for you guys. Okay, so right now, this is what you guys should have already done for your class with me on Thursday, which is yesterday. So you should have just this done, nothing else, right? Just the shape to correct size, trying to be as accurate as you can, all right, based on the drawing you guys did to start the week. So I hope you have your drawings ready to go, because we are about to move it to the next phase, which is let's add wall thickness. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to find the push-pull tool, which looks like a square with an arrow pointing up. Click that. The third option down is offset. Looks like two half circles with an arrow pointing to the upper right. Click that. When I bring that tool over my shape, I get these little blue dots. That's perfect. Left click anywhere on the shape, and I get, right, kind of like a little outline, mirror image of my shape. Since I'm doing wall thickness, I want to bring it to the outside, right, outside of my drawing, because I want the wall's thickness to go to the outside so I don't lose any of my shape or size of the interior of my room. Okay, on the bottom right, you're going to see it says distance. That's great. I want to set the wall thickness right now. Most walls are between 5 and 6 inches. There are some exceptions that go beyond or less than, greater than 5 or 6 inches, right, for like maybe exterior walls, less than for skinny interior walls. But I'm just going to make this 5 inches to make it easy. You can see I type 5 inches for distance, hit enter. And there you go. There's my wall thickness, already done. Pretty easy, right? Up here, I'm going to click select just to kind of get off that tool. So now we have a room and we have walls, right? Because we have wall thickness. Without wall thickness, you technically do not have walls. So you need that. All right, so let's go ahead and make a doorway opening. So I'm going to go to this measuring tool here, tape measure. And I am going to make a point where I think my door starts. So I'm going to click this endpoint. I'm going to move along this edge here, right? And I'm going to type 1 foot and hit enter. And if you look closely, you can see there's a little, I'm going to go to the select tool here. You can see there's a little point that was made for me, right? So that shows me that's where 1 foot is from there. And I'm going to go ahead to my line tool. I'm going to draw. Let's zoom in a little bit here so you guys can see this. I'm going to go to that guide point. I'm going to come across. Okay. And then I'm going to stay on this line, on this edge here, and I'm going to try and go 32 inches if it lets me. I think it did. So let's see. There it is. New endpoint. Click there, and I go to that edge. So that is the opening that I wanted for my door. Now to get rid of the wall there, I go to the erase tool here and go to the outside edge and click, and now I have an opening for my door. Okay, you can kind of see there's a wall where the wall would have been, and now there's no wall there, and now it's kind of like this blank opening just going into the room. Okay, so I am going to now create a door. Again, I'm going to go back to actually let's go right to line tool. I'm going to go from this corner, which we started this endpoint. I'm going to move up here. I'm going to go ahead and type 32 inches again. Enter. Then you can kind of see I'm going. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see. All right, I'm going to go try and make it let me go perpendicular here if it lets me. That's pretty close. Actually, I will click off of there. Sorry. Let's do it this way. I'm going to go to this endpoint again. I'm going to go along this edge. I'm just going to type 2 inches for my my door thickness. Sorry, 2 inches. Now I can find that new endpoint. There it is. Okay. Let's go off of there. Maybe rectangle tool. No. I thought maybe I could do a rectangle along this edge, but it's not giving me the edge to do it. So that's fine. I'll just go back here. Yep, 2 inches, enter. And there's my endpoint. There we go, sorry. So there is our door. Then I'm gonna go right here to arc tool. And the second option down is the 2-point arc. And I'm gonna go ahead and go to this edge, or this endpoint here in the corner. I'm gonna go to this endpoint here, click a second time, and then I'm gonna kind of make a middle point, or I think the arc should be in the middle. And then you can see, I'm gonna select here. Now you can see a door. Okay. There you go. Let's do window real quick. And again, I'm gonna go to tape measure. I'm gonna go to this edge here, click, go along this line. I'm gonna say 6 inches is where I wanna make a point. Enter. See that little point there, a little guide point. Then I'm gonna go ahead to the line tool, find that endpoint, and I'm gonna go up perpendicular. There it is. And I'm gonna go back to the measuring tool, measuring tape, go from this corner, go along this edge. Let's go 6 inches again. Enter. Go back to the pen tool, find the guide point, go up. There's my centered window on that wall. Find the midpoint. The midpoint will be light blue. There it is. Draw a line going across so I can have 2 panes of glass. And there is a window. So now we have shape of the room, we have wall thickness, we have a door, and we have a window. Right? So I just wanted to show you guys that pretty quickly. And then I'm going to go here where it says Untitled, click that. I'm going to save, click Select Project. I'm going to name this My Office. Hit Save here. Here you can see it says saving. And when it's done saving, there it is in black, and it is saved. All right, so everything is good to go. Hopefully that was not too fast, but what you guys need to add wall thickness, add doors, add windows, and that is as far as I want you to get today. Do not go any farther. Monday we will add furniture. So good luck everybody, have fun on SketchUp, and we'll talk soon.